We are back for part 2 of this absurdly large Sephora VIB sale haul. If you missed part 1, I will leave it linked in the info box down below for you guys. You definitely don't want to miss it. Also, if you're new here, welcome. All my hauls that I do with reviews, which means that I test all the products I talk about, or as many as possible, so that I can report back to you and let you guys know what is worth the money and what is worth just kind of skipping. So that's what I'm here for. From Sol de Janeiro, it's the My Soul Stick Broad Spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen. This is a moisturizing sun protection balm for face, lip, and tattoos. I got this as a lip balm. I've used this a couple times and it is really nice. It's super long wearing. The only issue I have with this is that it's not physical, and because of that, there's one ingredient in here that is called homosalate, and it's found in a lot of chemical sunscreens, which are non-physical or mineral sunscreens, meaning they don't have zinc oxide in them. It actually is a known hormone disruptor. Now in a lip balm, is it really going to disrupt all my hormones? Probably not, but it's just not an ingredient that I really love to have touching my skin ever. If you're not concerned about that stuff, then this is a great just do it all SPF stick. This is new from Hourglass. It's the Veil Eye Primer. The Hourglass Veil line in general, I love. This eye primer, I'm actually very impressed with. You just need a tiny bit of this. That's what it looks like. And as you pat it out, it doesn't necessarily cover like concealer, almost translucent. I feel like it does even out my eyelids, and it gets tacky as you rub it in, and you want it to do that. And then when you use eyeshadow on top of it, eyeshadows blend so well without even setting it with powder. They stay on the whole day. With humidity, with sweat, there's no creasing. So this is a new foundation. It's the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude True to Skin Natural Glow Foundation. I have mine in the shade 6. It is an expensive foundation. That being said, I do have to say, I really liked it. The color I got is super off because shade number 6, technically, I love how olivey, yellow, it's almost like borderline green. It kind of reminds me of NARS in the shade Stromboli, which is usually the shade that I go for. This clearly is not my current shade. It is a light to medium coverage, but you are going to get very even, healthy looking skin. You're gonna be able to see your skin if you have moles, if you have small imperfections, freckles, you'll see all of that through this. It is like a watery texture, really lightweight, feels like nothing, like feels like a lightweight moisturizer, but as you start blending it in, it starts to kind of get grip almost, so it's not as watery feeling. And then the finish, again, even though I know this is not my shade, the finish though, look at that. It just is radiant, healthy, even, beautiful skin, and it's pretty long wearing, especially in a humid, hot climate. It's so weird. I feel guilty for like suggesting expensive products, especially right now with the pandemic, but I mean, good product is good product, and I just want to be honest with you guys. The Givenchy Teint Couture City Balm SPF 25. Now friends, if your makeup has SPF, that does not mean you don't need a separate SPF, okay? Don't play yourself. This is a radiant perfecting skin tint, 24-hour wear moisturizer. It's another pricier product, and you get 1 fluid ounce, which technically 1 fluid ounce is kind of the typical amount that comes in a foundation. Now the shade range on this, huge bummer. I have the shade W208. Now, surprise, it doesn't match me. The texture of this is definitely like a tinted moisturizer kind of feel. So it's lightweight and it blends in really nicely, gives you pretty good, like I would say light medium to medium coverage. So again, not my skin tone at the moment. I get it, okay? But just focus on what it's doing to the back of my hand. It is covering up the veins pretty well. It's even. There's no streakiness. I really like applying this with my fingers. Same thing with the Giorgio Armani. So as this one dries down, it kind of takes on a velvety finish. I really like that because you don't really need to set it with powder. It is really long wearing. Great formula, bummer skin tone range. Charlotte Tilbury, and this is her Beauty Light Wands. This is in the shade Pinkgasm. I have Goldgasm. Oh my God, on brown skin, that is so beautiful. These are liquid illuminators. So Pinkgasm has a strong pink tint to it. If you have deeper skin, you can definitely use them as highlighters. If you have really fair skin or even medium skin, you can use the deeper shades as blushes. This is the shade of Pinkgasm. So I actually use this as kind of like a cream blush topper. It just adds a really pretty pink gold luminosity. I love the way these sit on the skin. They make the skin look so juicy and like glowy. Fenty cream bronzers. I have Macchiato, Chocolate, and Teddy. Some people were saying that they weren't pigmented enough. I kind of like that. I feel like having products where the user is a little more in control of the pigmentation or intensity makes it easier for like everyone. That way beginners, median levels, and also professionals can all get great use out of all the products. So this shade here is Teddy. So they're creamy. They are also not cream to powder formula in that they stay creamy on the skin. So this is the shade Teddy, and it is a nice neutral toasty brown. But if you rub Teddy in, it really dissolves into a much softer shade. So this shade is Chocolate, and Chocolate looks deep, yes, but you can really blend these out into a super sheer wash of color or build them up into a more intense color. And I love that. So this is Chocolate completely like rubbed into the skin. And this one is Macchiato. It's definitely a warmer bronze. Let me find a blank space. And you can't really see it because it is literally the tone of my hands. The Fenty blushes. I pretty much picked up all of the cream blushes and I'm not upset about it. This was another product where people were like, oh, you know, there's no pigmentation. And I'm like, you just gotta build it up, okay? Jackie Aina did a review on these cream blushes actually, and I loved that video because she was A, super honest, but B, she really showed you all the different ways you could use it. These look amazing on bare skin with no makeup. On top of foundation, they look beautiful, and they look amazing when you set them with a translucent powder also. They almost transform into the appearance of a powder blush. I would not use your fingers to apply this or the cream bronzer on if you have foundation already. I would definitely use a synthetic brush or a sponge if you really want to use a sponge. So this one here is Cool Berry, and it's like literally exactly what it is, a cooler mauvey berry shade. So this one is Crush on Cupid, and it's one of my absolute favorites. I'm actually wearing this one on my face right now. I am wearing a powder blush on top. It's the perfect like strawberry flush of pink. This one is Strawberry Drip. It's kind of like the coral sister of Crush on Cupid. Super bright, definitely a warmer toned corally pink. This one is Bikini Martini. It is Barbie pink. This is the only one, truth be told, that I wish was a little bit more pigmented, but in a way it makes it more versatile that it's not, because it doesn't have that chalky Barbie pink effect, which is an issue that anybody with melanin will kind of run into with these super light pinks. This one is Summertime Wine. It's like a reddened plum wine color, but I feel like there is like a hot pink kind of tone to it. It is a brighter wine color. This one is Petal Poppin. It's a peachy pink that has gold shimmer running through it. That's it right there. This one is probably the one that I find the hardest to wear alone, truth be told, just because it is a little bit paler. I find that if I layer this on top of a deeper color, it looks amazing. And again, I love that gold sheen that runs through it, but on its own at certain angles, like, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to tell. To me, on my skin, it feels like it looks a little ashy. This one is called Drama Class, and I love how purple this is, but it's so wearable, and I feel like it looks so beautiful on brown skin tones. This one is Daiquiri Drip. It's like a bright tangerine red. I love using these on my cheeks and my lips. So on my lips, I feel like they give me enough color, but they also give that stain effect, which I think is so pretty. So this is Fuego Flush, and it is a legitimately tangerine. So the other one maybe wasn't so tangerine. The other one was like a tangerine tomato. This one is straight up tangerine, and it has so much gold running through it. The color is sheer, but I find that the gold just looks so beautiful on the skin, especially if you have medium to deeper skin tones. The last one is Rosé Latte, and it is like a warm mauvey kind of brown, like a rosy brown almost. That color on the lips too, whoo! So pretty. Kaja Beauty, super cute Korean beauty. They have some great products. Their eyeshadow trios, I love. This is their liquid bronzer. It is newer from them. Here's the catch. This is shade number 2, and it's the darkest shade. On one hand, it's like, are you just fine? Like, you're just putting it out there. This is us. We are only catering to this skin tone, to this skin tone. That's ballsy, but it's possible. And that's your prerogative as a brand. And I'll tell you why this is more of a bummer, because I actually really like this bronzer. The quality of this liquid bronzer is great. It's a great tone, blends out really nicely, super pigmented, a little bit goes a long way. It comes with this little quirky sponge that's hard as hell. Like, it's like a door stopper. I don't know that I would apply my product with that, and so I didn't. The actual bronzer comes in like a sponge underneath. You just dip your sponge brush, whatever you want, in, and that's shade number 2. On my face, for my current skin tone, it works really well. If you are like 3 shades deeper than me though, this is not gonna work. This is not a bronzer that's made for everyone. Ilia came out with bronzers and highlighters, and I am just now realizing that I'm like a broken record, but also only a couple shades of bronzers, only a couple shades of highlighters. Again, not great, but onwards and upwards. And this is in the shade Novelty. It's their Night Light Bronzing Powder. I really like it. The thing that I like the most is definitely the tone of the bronzer, because it is a great neutral bronzer. It's got a nice, like what I would naturally get tanned with kind of undertone. It is a smooth, buttery powder. That's it right there. So if you have a golden olivey complexion, this is gonna be amazing for you. Also from Ilia, their Daylight Highlighting Powder in the shade Decades. These powders, Ilia really just nailed the formula. So creamy, glossy looking. I am wearing it today, you can see it. Let's just add some more, you know, why not? So this is a Morphe M510 or 510. Look at that. So pretty. I think it can really be built up beautifully if you want that like blinding spotlight, like Instagram highlight, or it can really be blended out if you want more of a natural glow. But I really like this color too for my skin tone. This is the RMS Living Glow Face and Body Powder, and wow. I am super impressed. I did not think I was gonna like this product as much as I do. There is one shade, but this is where one shade actually kind of works, because it is a super warm golden luminator. that's not English, illuminator. And it has a lot of multi-dimensional, different colored sparkle shimmer in it, which doesn't look super obvious, but in the light when it hits, I feel like it's just so reflective that it works so well with different skin tones. If you have really fair skin, you're not gonna be able to use this on your face as a highlighter. It's gonna be too deep, but you can mix it in with body lotion for any skin tone and use it all over the body. You can just use it alone on the high points of your body. If you have my skin tone, use it as a highlighter. It is stunning. It looks like liquid gold. And if you have deeper skin tones, you can use it as a highlighter, mix it in with different highlighters, or use it on your body. That's what it looks like. And the texture of it is like a creamy, loose powder, if that even makes sense. But that's what it looks like on the skin. Couple eyeshadow products. The first one I got is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is one of her newer quad releases. This is in the shade Mesmerizing Maroon. Is it worth $53? I don't know. That's a lot of money for 4 eyeshadows. But I will say that the quality of her eyeshadows is so nice, so I can justify the price that they're at, but they are expensive. But like, oh, come on, look at that. That's the matte shade, and it just goes on so evenly in the swatch and applies as evenly. This is the shimmer shade right here, and it's almost like a topper, and it actually reminds me a lot of the Chanel mousse eyeshadows that they used to have, specifically in the shade New Moon. And then the 2 shimmer shades are also just wicked pigmented. Look at that. This is the Rust palette from Melt Cosmetics. I love Melt Cosmetics. They've been around for forever. 2 women own the brand. I don't believe Sephora carries their eyeshadow stacks, which are some of my absolute favorite products. Check them out anyways on Sephora or not. The Rust palette is newer from them. Are you kidding me? It looks like fall foliage. If you live somewhere that has seasons that like the fall leaves change, this is what that reminds me of. 1 swipe. Get out of here. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Look at that metallic color. It's like so foiled. The last eyeshadow product I picked up is from Artist Couture. This is the Supreme Nudes eyeshadow palette. I was on the fence about it, and then I saw swatches and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. Again, to me, this is like a very cool, slightly different take on nudes, because you have cooler nudes, warmer nudes, but then you also have a little bit of green, and those shimmers are really nice. This is another palette where the quality of eyeshadows is superb. 1 swipe, that's a metallic shade. 1 swipe on that matte, and the matte shades blend out so beautifully, and the packaging is so nice on this too. It's so sleek and so thin, and it just feels really luxurious. So I got 3 eyeliners during the sale, 2 from Charlotte Tilbury and 1 from Makeup Forever. The Makeup Forever one is in the shade Infinite Sand. It's one of their artist color pencils, and I got this categorically because Jackie Aina told me to. I love using this as an inner waterline eyeliner because it is like a beigey, like skin tone kind of shade. So it's not as stark as a white, especially against my brown skin, but it does the same thing as putting a white liner on the inner waterline does, where it's just gonna brighten your eyes and it kind of elevates any look. I don't have it in my eyes today, but I was wearing it in part 1 of this haul if you wanted to go take a peek. The other 2 eyeliners I picked up are new from Charlotte Tilbury. These are double-ended eyeliners. They come with a matte side and a shimmer side. I picked up Mesmerizing Maroon and Copper Charge. Super creamy, super emollient, easy to blend out. I love smudging out my eyeliner with a brush. Crazy long wearing. So that is the matte maroon. That's 1 swipe. This is the shimmery side of the maroon. And then these 2 here are the Copper Charge. I am more inclined to use the matte shades more regularly. So my thought is that I hope she comes out with them separately, because when I run out of the matte shade, if I want to repurchase it, I have to buy the whole duo again. That to me seems like not what I want. So this is the Magic lip gloss from Tower 28. Already know I love their lip glosses, and I love their cream colors. It is a shimmery clear gloss that has like gold and multicolor flecks running through it. I feel like these Tower 28 glosses are just so juicy looking and they feel really comfortable on the lips. They're not sticky. They are kind of hydrating. And I love the magic shade because that gold shimmer that runs through it is so reflective, but as the gloss fades, the gold shimmer actually stays on the lips and it gives you the look of like you have something on your lips, but do you? But like, is she born with it? Is it Maybelline? No, it's Tower 28. It's so cheesy. It's just things that occur to me on the fly. Just that kind of genius, you know. These are the Sephora collection lip glosses. They're the glossed lip glosses. And I must say, I am really pleasantly surprised by these glosses. Not only are there so many different colors to choose from and different finishes, but the quality of the gloss is really impressive. This one here is busy. Like, look at that, right? I got one and I was like, wait, I need more because they're $10. Okay, I'm pretty sure there are like drugstore glosses that are more expensive at this point. This one is called Brave. It's got like nude with gold multi shimmer sheen going through it. It's super pretty. And then this last one is Confident. And it is a peachy coral with kind of like silvery or blue shimmer running through it. Look how glossy and like shiny they are. Also, Charlotte Tilbury, right? Still there. I got 4 more of the Artist Color pencils from Makeup Forever. I have either cherry, any tangerine, fuchsia, etc., and whichever coral. So there they are. Top to bottom is either cherry, any tangerine, fuchsia, etc., and whichever coral. Dior came out with new lip glosses and I really like them. But there's a but, because these are expensive glosses. Here's the thing. I bought them in 3 different finishes. So I have 354, which is just like a nude cream shade. I also have 630, which is D-Light, and this is like a nude but has shimmer running through it. And then I picked up 553 Princess. It's a coral with glitter running through it. The cream, love. The shimmer, love. The glitter, don't like, because I can feel the glitter, which is super disappointing for the amount that I'm paying for this. And that's something that really skeeves me out. Like feeling, it's like sand is on my lips. It's not that intense, okay? I'm being super dramatic. But for the amount of money I'm paying for this lip gloss, I should feel like there is butter or like Krispy Kreme glaze on my lips. Like that's how the gloss should feel. It's like this huge doe foot applicator and I love that because it gives you more product. So this is 354, this one is 630, and this one is 553. They are super shiny. They last a pretty long time. They are a little bit tackier, but I like glosses like that. And they smell like sweet vanilla sugar. Oh my God. Do you need these? No, because honestly, the NYX butter glosses smell really great and feel very similar. But if you want to get a bougie lip gloss or you're looking to splurge a little bit, this is a great lip gloss. I just would maybe avoid the glittery ones. I picked up an Artist Couture lipstick. This is also new to Artist Couture. There's a few different colors and I picked mine up in the shade Adore Me. It's a good classic cream lipstick, which I really like. It's creamy. It's pigmented, feels really comfortable on the lips. I'm a fan. This one is amazing. It is from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the shade Hepburn Honey. It is, again, a classic lipstick, so it's just a creamy lipstick. It is a warm nude, and it's a good mixture of like peach, but to me there is a slight hint of a mauve, just enough where I can pair it with a mauvier lip liner and it looks really good, or I can pair it with a peachier. It's just so versatile. And this is actually what I had on with a lip liner at the start of this video before I put on everything else. These are new from YSL. They are the YSL Tatouage Couture Velvet Creams. So the Tatouage Couture already exists. It's like their version of their liquid lipstick, but this is the Velvet Cream. It's not gonna dry down into like a matte. So this is what the applicator looks like. It's slanted. This is what 201 looks like. It's just a really bright red. Definitely more orangey than blue based. And then this is 202, which is a more tangerine coral shade. But I think they're so pretty, especially on tanner skin. I think colors like this really pop and complement the skin tone. The last item is one of the prettiest items that I picked up, and it is a Gucci lipstick. This is a matte lipstick in the shade Agatha Orange. First of all, this packaging, get out of here. I love the packaging of all the Gucci lipsticks. It's like this Art Deco gold beauty. Agatha Orange is a bright orange. We love a matte bright orange, and that's exactly what she is. She's very creamy though, even for being a matte, and very comfortable on the lips. I think it's so pretty against like medium and deeper skin tones. We made it to the end of this video. If you guys are still here and you've been watching from the start, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. If you have found anything that you've wanted to try, leave a comment down below and let me know what you're trying out, or if you love some of these products. I just want to know what you guys think. I want to talk to you guys. I want to know your opinion, and I want to know if you guys have any product suggestions that you think I would enjoy, because I'm always down to try new product. But for now, until the next video, thank you guys as always so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.